Yo, what's going on, guys? Dan here, back again. Another quick video. This video is gonna be tailored more to those of you who want to start setting up your own boards, want to start gripping your own boards and whatnot. Before we get into this, go ahead and like, comment, sub to the channel. We're almost at 80 subs. I think we're like at 70, 71, so we're not far off. And once we get this channel to 100 subs, I will be giving away a board, your choice of size. I'm going to be giving away a board like this. You know, it's a blank, but these are really, really good blanks. And just let me know what size. But again, once we get to 100 subs, then I'll be doing the giveaway. But again, this video is going to be tailored to those of you who want to start setting up your own boards, want to start gripping your own boards and whatnot. So I already gripped the board since I have like two grip videos on my channel. I'll post that right here on how to grip a board properly. But right here I'm kind of going to showing you like a little bit of hacks, a little bit of, little tricks here and there to help you set up your board, a lot easier. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this grip tape off and then go from there. All right, guys, so we got our board nice and gripped, so you guys can see. Pro job. So here's gonna be a quick tip, a little hack, trick tip, whatever. Not a trick tip, but a little tip for you guys. So what you're gonna want to do to get to know where you're gonna be putting your screws on the board instead of just trying to guess, take something small like this little screwdriver, go to the back side of your board and just poke a hole right through. You guys can see right there, and just do it on all four slots. That way it creates, hopefully you guys can see that, some little raised bumps right here. Now what you're gonna do with those is you're gonna wanna push them in, because then we're gonna do the same thing but on this side. So what you're gonna want to do is, again, get your screwdriver, whatever you have, find that little hole that you popped, do the same thing on this side, but this time kind of give your screwdriver or whatever, like if your screwdriver is just a little bit smaller than the hole, do like little circles like this. So you guys can see right there, we got a nice big hole right there for where we're going to put our screw. But if you have a screwdriver that fits perfectly in that hole, I wouldn't suggest doing circles. I would just kind of go in and out a few times, but do that to the rest of the holes. Alrighty, so you guys can see right there, we got some nice holes on our board. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take the trucks and hardware off my old board, put it onto this one, and go from there. Alright guys, so we got all our screws off the old board, we got our trucks right here, so you guys can see. Again, what you're gonna wanna find is your nose and your tail. If you have a board with graphic on there, it'll probably be easier for you. If you don't have a board with graphic, it's easier to tell by the concave on your board. So you guys can see right here, the steepness of this, and then the steepness of this right here. So the bigger side like this, as you guys can see, is usually your nose, or it is your nose, and the side like this, which is a little bit smaller, it's gonna be your tail. So a quick little tip I'm also gonna be giving you guys is when putting your trucks on, don't just set them like this and then try to put the screws on. What I would do personally is take your screws first and put them through the holes that you made earlier with your screwdriver or whatever it is that you use. That way when you put your trucks on, they'll stay in place, and it's a lot easier for you to get them centered rather than doing one screw at a time. So you guys can see right here, I have all 4 screws in. Make sure to get rid of whatever excess grip tape is going to be on your screws when you push them through. That's going to be due to the holes that we made. Just kind of give it a little, a little blow, a little clean with your hands, or whatever it is you want. And then from there, you're going to want to take your truck and then put them on. Go ahead and put all your screws on. And there is a method to this. I'm not gonna say, oh, tighten all of them at the same time. I mean, you know, not at the same time, but like, you know, do the top ones first and the bottom. No, there's actually a way to do this properly so that your trucks aren't all freaking crisscrossed or messed up when you go to ride your board. So as you guys can see, right here I'm putting on all my nuts and stuff. Alright, so they're all on. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tighten this one up here and then this one down here, diagonally. If some of you guys have put a tire on a car, you guys know that you work your way crisscross on those lug nuts. So it's essentially the same thing for these trucks. Start up here on this one and then go to this one, or you can start on this one, go to this one, or start on here and go this way, whatever, as long as you're working your way diagonal. That way these trucks are centered and you don't work top then bottom, you know what I mean, or this side and that side. Don't do that. Do diagonal, it'll center your trucks out, trust me. So let's go ahead, tighten them up. Now don't tighten them up all the way. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me move the camera real quick. Hopefully you guys can see. Now don't tighten them up like 100% all the way. Just tighten them enough to where you start to feel some resistance. Kind of look at your trucks. Make sure they're centered, they're not off. Give it a quick once over. And if they look good to you, then work the other screws and nuts that you haven't tightened. And tighten them until you feel some resistance as well. Again, you want to feel some resistance. Don't tighten them all the way down. Alright, so now that we have all of our nuts and screws tightened down to a point where we start to feel resistance, now you want to go ahead and again, diagonal. You want to start on the top left, tighten that one all the way down, and then go to the bottom right and tighten that one all the way down. And do the same thing for the other screws. Now you want to tighten this, like if it's a new board, I would suggest tightening it until you get that screw flush with the grip tape, as you guys can see right here, right? Hopefully you guys can see it on camera. I'm having no problem, you know, running my finger across it and bumping this. But don't tighten it and then leave the screws, you know, bumped up like this on the grip tape. That's not good. That'll actually mess with your your like kicks when you're trying to kick flip or try to do tricks and stuff. It will mess you up, guys. So if it's a brand new board or just with any board, make sure you tighten your nuts and bolts down all the way till they're flush with the top of your board. And if it's too hard to make it flush, like you guys are gonna see right here, I just tightened this one right here. You guys can maybe see on the camera, I'm not sure. It's a little bit raised from the grip tape. Just try to tighten it as much as possible. If it doesn't tighten all the way down, tighten it again in like 10-15 minutes or after a little skate sesh. That way it kind of breaks in the wood and kind of creates a little bit of a bigger gap in that little area where you put your nuts and screws, so that way you can tighten your screw down more. So let's do the rest. So you're gonna do this for the rest of your screws and your trucks on both sides. Alright, we got our back ones on. Make sure to clean your screws from any loose grip tape on there. Again, put your truck on the bolts. Put your nuts on there. Putting your nuts on there doesn't really matter which way you do it. I like doing it diagonal just because it creates more stability on my truck from it falling or coming off, depending on how you have your board placed. Like if you have it in between your legs or on a desk or whatever. I just personally like doing it diagonal, but that's up to you. As far as putting your your nuts on there before you start tightening them. Anyways, so now that they're all on there, again, same thing, work your way diagonal, top left, bottom right, or top right, bottom left. Cool, I think I did these the first try. So you guys can see right here, they're all flush with the grip. The only one that's not flush, I think, is this one right here. So that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and have a little skate sesh. And I guess that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Quick little video on how to, I guess, you know, set up your board to make it at least a little bit easier for you if you are gonna start doing your own like setups and whatnot. But that's it for this video, guys. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. If this helped you out, you know, let me know in the comment section down below. And again, once we get to 100 subs, I will be giving away a deck, not a full complete, just a board. It will be a blank, but it will be your choice of size and color. I think the colors that are available are like pink, red, blue, green, black, natural wood color, purple, and orange and yellow, and I think that's it as far as I know. Pretty much the colors of the rainbow. But that's about it for this one, guys. Again, like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we're almost at 80 subs. Almost at 80 subs. I think we're like 9 or 10 away, so smash that subscribe button and help us get to 80. But I'll catch you guys later. Hope this helped you guys. Peace.